You're here watching this short film because of one of three reasons. Either someone you know that loves you very much sent you here to check it out, I sent you here to check it out, or you happened to find me online and decided it's time to finally do something about the pain that you've been carrying. Either way, in the next 15 minutes, you're going to have a much clearer view of how to train without pain and live without limits. You ever notice how the people carrying the most are usually the ones running the hottest? Coaches, creative leaders, founders, business owners, team captains. They look strong, but underneath, tight shoulders, bummed knee, low back pain, sore neck, short fuse, sleep wrecked, and thinking slower than they used to. They assume that's normal. It isn't. They also assume pain stays in the body. It doesn't. It seeps into life. That cranky little knee limits your ability to play with kids. That neck pain reminds you how much you hate sitting at the desk, getting sore from doing nothing. Work piles up, business stalls, deadlines are missed. Your stress keeps on climbing, but it doesn't stop when you leave the office. You take it home to your relationship, and all the questions over dinner finally make you snap. Now, home life is miserable. Night after night, you're tossing and turning, wondering how you're going to make payroll or make rent. You ignore your partner and her needs using the classic, "Oh, we're behind this month, gotta make it up" bullshit as your way to dismiss your emotional unavailability. Late nights, early mornings, you can't even be in the same room, let alone be intimate with one another. You go home to a roommate, not a life partner. And all because of a bum shoulder? Listen, burning at both ends isn't discipline, it's a systems failure. Every human system runs on one equation: load versus capacity. Load is everything that you're carrying. Capacity is your ability to handle the things when it gets wild. Now, if load exceeds capacity, pain, brain fog, irritability, injury, burnout. Most high performers respond by pushing harder. More training, more coffee, more effort. But here's the thing. More is more. Better is better. But they increase load. Well, capacity keeps shrinking. And that's why they crash. Not because they're weak, just because they're overloaded. Most people think stress is one thing. It's not. It's six. And it's right here. We got your thumb. This is your physical load. Training, movement, old injuries, your grip on life. If this is overloaded, everything tightens up. Your index finger. This is your emotional load. Who you're pointing at. Deadlines, conflict, pressure, expectations. Your nervous system absorbs all of it. Middle finger, nutritional load. The fuel, the hydration, the blood sugar, inflammation. You cannot recover from what you don't fuel properly. Then we got the ring finger. This is our chemical load, just like the ring that we wear on this finger. This is things like alcohol, toxins, hormone disruptors, things you put on or into your body that quietly add stress. The pinky finger, electromagnetic load. Small but mighty. Things like screens, scrolling, blue light, notifications. The small, constant, and relentless pieces of stress in your day-to-day life. Finally, palm. This is the thermal load. Heat, cold, environment. Used well, it builds resilience. Used poorly, it drains you. When 2 or 3 of these things stack up, your nervous system doesn't care which ones. It puts it all into the same place. It reads threat. And when that happens, recovery drops, inflammation rises, focus blurs, pain increases. Most people try to fix one finger. I look at the whole hand. Now, let's talk about order. You see, most people train backwards. They chase skill first, but performance has a hierarchy. And if you skip levels, the system collapses. Here it is. Right at the base, we got recovery and capacity, sleep, diet, stress regulation, nervous system stability. If this isn't solid, nothing holds. Next, passive range or flexibility. Can your joints move fully and safely? Then, active range or mobility. Can you control that range? Then, strength and balance. Are you strong in the right places? And only then do we address skill. Speed, output, creativity, performance, execution. Most people try to build skill on top of dysfunction, and that works until it doesn't. Recovery first, capacity first, always. This is not a loop. It's not a train, burnout, reset, repeat. It's an ascension. There's a starting point. There are quick wins. And there is measurable progress. Step 1, stabilize. We reduce unnecessary load, regulate the nervous system, restore sleep, calm inflammation. You feel better quickly. Step 2, rebuild capacity. We restore range. We correct imbalances. We rebuild strength properly. Your body starts handling stress again. Step 3, integrate. Body, stress, and leadership patterns start to align. Clearer thinking, better decisions, more emotional stability. And finally, step 4, elevate. Now we layer performance. Creative output rises, training intensity increases, leadership stabilizes, communication becomes clear and conscious. You don't fall back into collapse, you climb. And once your system reaches a new level of capacity, you stay there. I'm a recovery-first performance coach for serious coaches and creatives. I don't just treat pain, I architect recovery. We assess, we measure, we recalibrate, we refine. Strategically. You stop guessing. You stop cycling. You build something sustainable. This is for leaders, the ones people depend on, the ones who don't want to slow down. They want to last. You don't need motivation. You need structure, installed properly. If you recognize yourself in this, book a conversation. We'll assess where you're at, your load, your capacity, map your stress zones, identify where energy is leaking. If we're aligned, we build your recovery architecture. If not, you leave with clarity. Either way, you stop operating on guesswork. The strongest leaders aren't the ones who grind the hardest. They're the ones who recover the smartest. I'll see you inside.